It is December 4th, 2019, and this is episode number 4 of the Noles Podcast. Yesterday, Ron Rivera was fired from the Carolina Panthers. To me, Florida State should go get this guy. Disciplinarian, defensive-minded coach. He took a team to a Super Bowl. He is overqualified for the Florida State head coaching position. This is the type of, if you want to make a splash, this is the guy that I would go and get. Okay, the current state of the program is at stake with this hire. You can't fiddle around. I heard some people saying that Chris Peterson from Washington, who stepped down as the head coach, was a target. I come on. The man said he was burnt out. He's not coming to Florida State, man. He knows really nothing about recruiting in the Southeast. Okay? And I wanted to talk a little bit about the administration at Florida State. You've had a month. You've had a month to find a head coach. And you struck out on Franklin. You struck out on Brian Kelly. You struck out on Matt Campbell, James Franklin, Brian Kelly. Let me make sure I get all the names right. And now I guess Norvell is like the only person that wants the job. You gotta go get Ron Rivera, man. You gotta go get him. He will have instant credibility with recruits. He can tell them, I know what it takes to get you to the NFL. I've been to a Super Bowl. I have what it takes. This would be the splash hire that you need. I saw yesterday where a couple of guys made the all-conference team. Marvin Wilson. A couple of guys made honorable mention. A couple of guys made second and third team. Congratulations. You can't be happy with 6-6, man. We just can't. And, I've been looking at stuff on the internet all day trying to get updates on this head coaching thing, man. I don't think these guys know what they doing, man. Okay, you don't fire a guy and not have somebody to step in right away. Like, whatever your timeline is. I've been doing my research on this Mike Norvell guy because it seems like he's going to be the next head coach. He's done pretty good at Memphis, but that wasn't exactly a rebuild situation. Fuente didn't leave the cupboard bare. That's the Virginia Tech head coach that he replaced. He's been there 4 years. First year he went 8-5 in 2016. This 2017 he went 10-3. Last year 2018 he went 8-6. And this year he's 11-1, 7-1, and he's in first place. He's coached he started his career at Central Arkansas, went to Tulsa for a couple of years, 3 years. Then he was offensive coordinator at Pittsburgh, offensive coordinator at Arizona State, and then he got the head coaching job at Memphis. So he's 37-15. That's his record, 0-3 in bowl games. No Power 5 head coaching experience. So to me, again, this is Willie Taggart 2.0. I think you need to go and get a guy with Power 5 experience or pro experience. So to me, your candidate should be Brent Venables, Ron Rivera, or those would be my two candidates, Brent Venables or Ron Rivera. I really don't see who else you could bring into the fold. It's nice to know that this staff is out recruiting. I guess that's a plus. I don't know. The early signing period is coming up pretty soon. If I'm a 17, 18-year-old kid, it's going to be hard to commit to Florida State if I don't know who the head coach is. So, you need players to make this thing go. So it would, I think it's paramount that you name a coach as soon as possible. Like, what are these people doing? What is Coburn and Thrasher doing? So again, man, we this thing is really off the rails, man. To me, like, it's just no sense of urgency here. I think let me look up some recruiting information here. And again, I'm just a fan. I'm not like an insider or a reporter or anything. I got to make sure I say that in every podcast. So I'm just speaking from an opinion based. Early signing period coming up. Jeff Sims, the crown jewel of this recruiting class, and somebody that we cannot afford to lose. Currently have 17 commits, number 18 in the country, according to various composite rankings. We've suffered several decommitments, so hopefully he doesn't lose any more. We need to get some more commitments and, try to persuade some of those guys that want to go to the NFL to stay. I heard that James Blackman put his name out there for to be evaluated by the NFL. Really, James Blackman? Come on. You got the arm strength. I'll give you that. And maybe if we had a better offensive line, we could really display your talents. But your accuracy and your decision making are not good. So, Tamorian Terry will probably go. Cam Akers will probably go. Marvin Wilson will probably go pro. Nasruddin will probably go pro. Stanford Samuels will probably go pro. Durden will probably go pro. But, all these players getting hurt really, again, I've said this in previous podcasts, it speaks to strength and conditioning. Anytime they play a team that is well conditioned, we have players getting hurt. So it just speaks to our strength and conditioning, man. Like the beginning of the season, we got players cramping up the first game of the season. That's strength and conditioning. It's not being hydrated. You're not training properly. So that's like a major thing that you have to get fixed. You again, I've said in previous episodes, Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn, LSU. You just look at those. You just look at those players and how rarely you see a player get dehydrated and have cramps. You just look at how they're built. They look like machines out there. And we look like Play-Doh. We look real soft. And I just can't believe that these teams are actually more talented than us. They're better coached, and their strength and conditioning is better than ours. So we need a hard-nosed coach that will come in and drop the hammer down. And that way, you're going to weed out the soft players. You're going to weed them out quick. And that's what we need. That's what we need to get back to where we used to be, man. The bowl game, I really don't care about the bowl game. I mean, where are we going? The tomato bowl? The toilet bowl? The soup bowl? I mean, doesn't matter. That game doesn't matter. The practices, the 15 practices that you'll get leading up to that bowl game matters. But, if you're not going to play a whole bunch of young guys just to see what they can do, that's to me, that's the only benefit of this game. You got to play a whole bunch of young guys. Winning and losing this bowl game doesn't matter. Everybody's talking about, well, the bowl streak was snapped. Okay, who cares? If we're not competing for national championships, conference championships, it's a wasted season. So, still not hearing anything, man. They got us going to just for informational purposes. I think they got us going to let's see. It's not even saying. It's not going to be a prestigious bowl. The Birmingham Bowl is what I'm seeing. The Birmingham Bowl, and we'll probably play somebody like, I don't know, Tulane or something, Charlotte. No, Charlotte's going to the Bahamas Bowl, so it won't be Charlotte. So, yeah, probably be the Birmingham Bowl. Whatever, man. You get basically $2 million for that, the payout for going to that bowl. So, I guess it's somewhat okay, but I'd rather go to the Gator Bowl. That's a little bit more prestigious than that. I don't know, man. My confidence in the administration and the interim athletic director to get this hire right wasn't very high to start with. And now that they've taken basically a little over a month to name a guy, I don't know what else to say, man. The offensive line, though, you got Chaz Neal, Jalen Goss, Christian Meadows, and Christian Armstrong haven't even seen the field yet. And you're telling me that Abdul Bello is more talented than them? I just can't believe that. I cannot. So, I think we got to see what those guys can do. Let them play in the bowl game. Let's see what happens. They might go out there and surprise you. But at any rate, we got to start playing better, man. So with that being